Namaste, beloveds. This is Mother with Wisdom, and I just want to say that I said I was going to go put on my war paint, and I guess that's what I did. I'm trying to adjust the light here. There we go. Okay. I never quite know what energy is going to be flowing, and so this expression does not surprise me. I'll say it like that, especially with what I woke up with, conversations that I had today, some things that are going on Facebook. And I don't get into drama, y'all know that, so I'm not talking about drama. I'm talking about some posts that I posted about children growing up too fast, having too much put on their plate by adult children who are still children, who do not know how to be real mothers and real fathers, who don't understand what family really is all about. And this is personal to me because I'm Big Mama's baby, okay? So I'm little Big Mama. And all of y'all is my family, okay? And I watch you not knowing yourself, not knowing how beautiful you are, not knowing how intelligent you are, regardless of the degree of education that somebody else says is the standard. Okay? You know me. I flow. My energy and my intelligence flow. I got a GED. My instincts, my intuition, my ancestors speak to and through me. I didn't need to go to school to know how to do that. It's in me. And all I have to do is shut out enough bullshit from this world, from this third dimension, to hear, to know, to feel, to be, and to become. I am a woman. Phenomenal, baby. Phenomenal. Okay? I came from a phenomenal creator. That is why I am phenomenal. And I know it. And I am beginning to own it. Life, not your death. Not your religion that you rely upon. I ain't eating from that tree no more. I didn't come from that tree. Nothing about it appeals to me. I don't need to doubt who I am. I am strength. I am wisdom. I am courage. I am a womb bearer. You want to call me a womb of man? Fine. But I am a womb bearer. I am a vessel, baby. And you may begin as one, and you change in order to nurture, to support, to protect whatever I see that needs it, because I am designed to see in ways that you can't. Life comes through me. Spirit comes through me. Living souls come through me. And I nourish them. And I teach them who they are and how to nourish themselves. I am the seat. I am the throne. I support you. Your ass. Don't get it twisted. Okay? I can put pink lipstick on and I can be just as soft and as sweet as I can be. Just like that cooing baby girl that you love to bounce on your knee and you love to see smile up at you and look at you with unconditional love. I am her. I gave birth to her. She is that way because she knows who she is. Because you ain't fucked her up just yet. Okay? So she still is trusting. She still is innocent. She still hasn't had her heart crushed or her feelings damaged beyond compare. Like I said, this is taking me all over and I'm going to be jumping more than likely. But babies, pay attention. Pay attention. Because wisdom is speaking. Okay? My big thing right now with this moon and this energy has all been about family. And I'm not talking about my own family. Because with this moon, I'm realizing that all the reflecting that has been going on with me, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, baby, it's made me understand some things in a deeper way. When I look at my peoples, when I look at my blood, and I understand some things that I never understood before. Okay? I can look at me and some things that I have done with my children, said to my children, or was not there in the home with my children as a single mother, trying my best to do what I could do, which was be a woman, which was be a mother, which was be a sister, and which was be a daughter, and which would be an auntie. I came here knowing what it is to be a caretaker, because I came through a broken vessel, just like many of you did. Just like many of you have been raised up by, and just like many of you are raising your own and don't even know it, what you're doing, what you're perpetuating, because it's acceptable. It's the new age. It's what the machine, what the matrix says is the coolest, the most popular, the most expensive way to be manufactured. And we want to call ourselves original. You want to know what's original? Look to the heavens, to the only thing that's greater than you. Whoa. To the only thing that's greater than you. It don't try to be nothing else. You don't see stars trying to be moons, trying to be suns, trying to be planets, trying to be asteroids, and confusion. There is law, there is divine order, there is nature in place. There is wisdom to that. A universal wisdom, a ma'at, so to speak, to it. Each one of them has to answer not only to itself, but to the collective of the galaxy and the universe that it is in. None work on its own by itself. Is it just out there? But I'm going to tell you what a lonely motherfucker who has left his heavenly, celestial family, as above, so below, and don't bring nothing but misery. Want you to think, take his side and not mama's side. Because mama ain't fair. Because they feelings is worth more than mama's wisdom and knowledge. And how dare she? How dare she? Did you originate with that kind of thinking? Did your ancestors, did their lives reflect that way of thinking, that way of reasoning, that way of knowing, and that way of being? No? Then who are you trying to be like? What has become more precious to you than your own? Walking right in front of you, living with you, next door in the same damn room with you. We have become civilized. That hurts me. That hurts me. Because it means we have gotten away from the most fundamental understanding of love, a mother's love. And we have allowed all of this to get here. It's here. Now what you gonna do about it? You gonna still act like you don't have no power? You don't have no energy? You gonna act like what? You don't have no roots? I said roots. I sure the hell did. You got roots. You better reattach yourself to those roots. You better go research those roots to know who you are, to know what kind of gifts you have, to know what kind of strength you have. Open your mind. Stop believing this illusion. If you are human, you have some idea of what a good mother is or should be. How can you align yourself with something that mimics what my mama creates and gives birth to, and think it is more divine and more deserving of your mind, of your energy, of your time? You sit and you worry and you worry and you worry. I'm learning, fuck worrying. I reflect now. Big difference, baby. Big ass difference, okay? I reflect. I meditate. I adjust and I analyze. And I reprogram. And I re-educate. And I re-energize. And I renew. And I resurrect. And I am reborn constantly. Because I am being the best me that I can be. The best soul that came through that vessel known as Juanita. Okay? Who came through Osamay. Who came through Lemon. Okay? I know who I am. And you can't tell me. You can't suggest to me to be less than. Not in this lifetime. I done spent too many getting right here. And so Excuse me. Getting back to that conversation that I was speaking about earlier, about learning how to let a child be a child and let a parent be a parent. It is not about being friends. It is not about being cool, cool mommy, cool daddy. It is about preparing them as spiritual beings to prepare other spiritual beings in order to make the earth more sustainable, more productive, more beautiful, more precious. And what do you think that would make us? What would the foods look like? What would our bodies look like? What would our love look like? What would it feel like? To not have so many fragments and pasts and energies that are not even ours, that are still up in us. We are at war. So yeah, baby, this is not the same Valerie or mother with wisdom that you're used to seeing and dealing with. And she won't be kind of going back. She'll still be donning the wigs and putting on the lipstick and acting cute and goofy and all the other different personalities and stuff that goes on with who I am. But there's a deeper part that has surfaced, that this moon has just said, and baby, it is on fire. It is on, she is on fire, okay? And I'm gonna put it to you real like this. I am getting ready to do some stuff, okay? And I am looking for black men, especially. I did not say black little boys. I did not say black wannabe men. I said black men. Black men know what family is all about. That's who I'm talking to. Those are the ones that I'm trying to reach and build with. Okay? Those are the ones that I want to put panels together and have radio shows and do videos and go around communities and do things with. I ain't got to be there. You can go, and I can be there too. I'm getting to the point where I'm like, bring it, bring it, because I'm gonna let mama deal with you, and I'm gonna let wisdom deal with you. I'm no longer at that point where I gotta put my foot up, break it off. And I ain't gotta go there. Ain't gotta do that. I'm not that being anymore. That's not who I strive to be. I don't got nothing to prove to nobody in that way. My strength stands on its own, baby. And my dignity is all I got, is my wealth. And you ain't about to steal it. You ain't about to undercut it or. So, low vibrating beings, I'm warning you, I ain't the one. eins one. And if me speaking my mind, my truths, my feelings, my thoughts is too much for you, then baby, bye. Bye. What am I missing? What am I missing? Please. What am I missing? What am I holding on to? Me. My dignity. My roots. My wealth. My family. And I'm honoring them by being the best me that I can be. And beloveds, I'm going to get to some cards because the cards have been in this as well. And I've talked for about 30 minutes now, so it's time to get to the cards. Basically, I've said what I wanted to say in this video. It has been about family. It has been about men. It has been about women. It has been about racial relationships. It has been about spirituality. It has been about change. It has been about the ancestors. It has been about empowerment. And it is about speaking. Speaking. Knew I was forgetting something. I was going to do a radio show today. And that radio show was going to be a Honeycomb Conversations radio show. And the show was going to be about the language. Okay? The language that we speak right now is English. I may know a few words, few sentences in some other languages, but all I know is English. My ancestral language, I don't know. Selagi, Cherokee, Chickamauga Cherokee, Creek, Mexican Indian, and Black. Black comes from Africa. Mexican Indian, don't even, okay? There are languages there. There are words there that would tell me who I am and how to think and how to be. What is the first thing the conqueror has done when it colonized? It strips your language from you. It takes the very words that were spoken over you, spoken to you and through you, that let you know who you are just by the sounds. English is a bastardized language. We speak to each other in a bastardized way. The way we conceive each other and know how to interact and communicate with each other comes from, it is born from a bastardized language, which means pieces taken from here, from there, from French, from Latin, from German, from African, from whatever, and just and we gonna make it mean what we want it to mean. What is the problem that is going on with us today? Data dumping. You cannot get to the root of your family language because there's what? So much, so much, so much, so much, so much. It is designed to be that chaotic. That is why still waters run deepest. And that is why you need to be still and learn how to reflect. See, let me tell you one thing again about being a woman and having that womb. Baby, that's the best sound chamber there is. You can't design nothing better than that, okay? We began by listening, not by talking, but by reflecting on the things that we heard in that belly, through that heartbeat, through those vibrations, okay? Learn to tune some of this matrix bullshit out. Learn to tune those that have to gossip and keep the drama alive. Baby, I love you. Can't do it. I got to hear what the ancestors are saying to me, and you being selfish. You not even listening to what your own is telling you. You so caught up in what's outside. Maybe if you sit your ass down for a minute. Third eye might. Kundalini might. I mean, you know, come on. Come on. We have got to learn how to speak to each other again without words, but with touch and with gestures and with just help. Boom. You ain't got to say thank you. You ain't got to say how much this is. There you go. Because my mama loved you and she told me to. You came up in my spirit for a reason, okay? And it hurts you to acknowledge the connection that my womb has. You need to shut that down. You need me to be shut down. You need me to think I'm I'm good enough to be your side piece. I told you. And you single. So people don't think I'm messing with somebody that's got somebody. It ain't like that. No. This person was just mouthing off, you know, like they do. And it just some stupid stuff came out of their mouth, you know, like, you could be my side piece. And I'm like, damn, what did I do to you that would make you say some shit like that to me? That's some foul stuff, you know. And then I got to thinking, like I said, family, knowing his history, knowing the shit that he and I can't hold it against him. I can't be mad at him. I can't be pissed off at him. I can't stay that way. All I can say is that, baby, you got to do, I cannot heal you. You cannot heal me. Okay? I've been celibate for over 20 years, getting to know me. Ain't never been nobody's side piece. Okay? I'm too big for that anyway, okay? I mean, hey, you at least gotta be the main course, or do I look like an appetizer to you? I don't think so. You know, and like I said, I have to get myself in check about that, because I'm letting somebody do what? Get in my head, because they're not ready. They're not ready. They're still in that third dimensional thinking that a woman, you know, has a place because of her sexuality, that she has to kowtow, that she has to bow down, that she has to be obedient. Ask my mama how obedient went. My physical mama and my big mama. Ask them how Valerie AMES does with obedience. Hard-headed, okay? Hard-headed. And the only person I surrender to and that I'm going to surrender to, Big Mama. Mama. That's the only one that can whoop my ass, okay? Only one. Only one greater than I. Okay? And when I say whoop my ass, because there are some of y'all low vibrating ones out there that'll think I'm talking about fist fighting, don't get it twisted. You know? I can go, but like I said, I don't get down like that no more. I don't go there anymore. I don't have to. Okay? I put things in perspective, and I let mama and karma and time whoop your ass for me. And I step back. And whoa, there go the other one. Okay, I'm earringless now. That's just how that goes, beloveds. That's just how that goes. I guess I'm doing too much swerving of the neck, putting too much hood up into it, huh? Okay, I'll take some of it out. Beloveds, what I'm trying to say, and I hope it's coming out the way I'm trying to say it, is that we have got to learn how to communicate with each other. And when we can't, it's okay to disagree and just separate. You ain't got to be nasty. You ain't got to degrade. You ain't got to beat somebody down. You ain't got to step on their neck because it did not mesh. Okay? Family don't act like that. Family can still, no matter what's done happened, you can still be around each other, even if you can't deal with each other, because you respect the bottom line, and that bottom line is family. And you understand that that is the only thing that will hold you up in this world, and that has you. Beloveds, we really, you know, we've got a long, long way to go with this. We've come a long way. as a people, but we have got a long way to go, and change is coming upon us fast, which means we've got to be still now. We've got to start looking at each other now. This is the time. Okay, this is really the time. That's my daughter. I'm gonna have to call her back. Hold on. Hi baby, I'm doing a video right now. I will call you right back. Is everything okay? Okay. Okay, you're gonna be in the video. Say hi. Say hi.
Say hi. Hi.
There we go. Okay. Bye-bye. That was my baby. My 33-year-old daughter. Beloveds, I just want to say, family is everything. And you don't let nothing come between that. You're going to disagree. You might even get heated because it's in your blood. And that's where that passion rises up. That's where those emotions come from. And when it hits, baby, it's Muhammad Ali time. You know, and we've got to get so much better than what we are right now. Okay, let me go to these cards. Language again, beloveds. Language. Okay, this, you know, I do here's the Isis Oracle deck, and I pull these cards for myself and for family. Okay, these were the cards that came forth, and this card has been coming forth a lot. And I'm trying to look at my little dirty nails. Yeah, they dirty. I put on makeup, so you know all that little black stuff, and when you be, yeah. I'll try not to show them to you, but here is the card. Divine Sisterhood, community of spiritual sisters and brothers of light. There you go. Can you see it? There we go. Okay. And let's see what the book says about this. And before I'll show you the book. I hide my nails. Okay. I want you to see that is Hathor. Okay. Hathor is depicted as a cow-faced goddess. Okay. Beneath her are two sisters. Okay. And they are Aset and Nephthys, I do believe. Aset and Nephthys, they're sisters. Look at their hands. They're sharing the energy right up under the mama. Now, why is she a cow? Because what do cows do? Cows feed milk. Okay, that's our mother cows. They give birth. The cow is the symbol of fertility on agricultural, just like grain is the symbol for the vegetation. Cow is the symbol for the mammals. Okay, it's not a woman, it's a cow. Okay, animal, cow. And I want you to think about all the animals, the females that are called cows. Elephants, is a cow. Okay, so I want you to understand what the ancients knew about this animal, the mother animal. Okay, and why they portrayed the goddess in this manner. Okay, also think about the bulls and the bull cults and all of this and all of that, but think about the mama. Okay, you don't need no bull without the mama. Okay, think about it. Okay, let's see about this sisterhood. And here we go. Okay, let me see. Why am I having a hard time finding this? Divine. Divine sisterhood. Okay, pay attention to divine. The word divine, y'all. Divine sisterhood. Community of the spiritual sisters and brothers of the light. In community that is based in equality, respect, healthy boundaries, and personal freedom, with a mutual desire for spiritual growth and honoring of innate wisdom, great miracles occur. You are a part of this community of light. At one time it existed only in the spiritual worlds, yet now it is being born on the earth. It is part of your destiny to help create and nurture a conscious community that empowers all of its members and is based in truth. Letting the divine feminine nourish you now into new relationships, collaborations, community, and friendships is very wise. There are many souls with whom you have spiritual contracts decided upon before you were born, who wish to help you, and whom you can help too as you grow together in peace and light and wisdom. And beloveds, I just want to stop here because I want you to understand why I say I can't be mad at that brother. Because of this, knowing his conditioning, what is there. I don't have to agree with it. I don't have to put up with it. I don't have to do any of that. But I'm not going to resent him. I'm not going to be pissed at him. I'm not going to be mad at him and call him all kind of low down dirties. And no, brother dealing with stuff, and I'm just not the one that's there to help him, or I might be contracted to help him in the manner I'm doing by not dealing with him. Stay true to yourselves. Always stay true to yourselves. Okay. Let's keep it moving. Your light has value on its own, of course, but it is also of deep service when it is visible to others, lighting the way. You are guided to allow the beloved Isis to help you now through community. There can be strength in numbers. Community can help you gain the added power of group effort to rise above the old patterns and lift each other into the new patterns that are so much more real and beautiful. In unity with the divine in each other, we grow and become capable of such wonders. And that is why the two sisters are like this under the great mother cow, okay? Mother Isis says that there is so much light awakening within our planet, and it is, beloveds. That's where all of this wisdom and all of this knowledge and all of this reflection is coming from. This is not of me. This is part of the evolution. And I know that, okay? And I'm hoping you know that. I'm not here selling you anything. I'm here telling you to look into yourself and be still for a minute. That's it. And that's throwing seeds, okay? That's not me teaching or demanding or anything. That's somebody else will nurture you and nourish you and support you and hopefully you will tap into what you need to tap into, okay? And all I'm doing is, the water's that way, the good dirt is that way. Don't, stay up there and ripen till you're ready, okay. Mother Isis says that there's so much light awakening within our planet and so much spiritual light gifted to Earth from celestial beings at this time that it makes sense to build a large enough container to receive it. Groups that are willing to learn to connect at heart level, honoring each other as divine beings, can become capable of calling in and receiving tremendous forces of light in service to humanity and in receiving... Wait a minute. My mind is going 50 different things. Let me ground myself. Let me ground myself. Wait a minute. I feel my daughter and I feel other people and okay. Okay. Groups that are willing to learn to connect at heart level, honoring each other as divine beings, can become capable of calling in and receiving tremendous forces of light in service to humanity and the earth. If you had enough electricity to power a city, you wouldn't try to fit it in one house. Likewise, with all this spiritual electricity becoming available on the earth, groups are needed to help it to circulate and flow. And so when I say I'm getting ready to connect with some brothers, that's what I'm getting ready to do, because it is about the electricity flowing and getting it started. And see, the one thing I know about brothers will attract the sisters, okay? And I'm going to deal with the sisters too. And the sisters know I don't compare or compete, and I love you all. You know, I just ask you to come real. I just ask you to be real. That's it. And if I can do anything for you, I'm here. But like some of you know, you come at me the wrong way or you cross me, out of love and respect, I let you go. I let you go with love and respect. And I wish you well. And I hold no hard grudges or feelings toward anybody. And when you cross my mind, I know you're thinking about me. And I hug you. I don't have to be all up in you and around you to love you or connect with you. I'm universal. I don't have to be physically, around you. I can feel you when you're thinking about me. I can feel you still when things are going bad for you. And I send you love. And I send you peace. And I send you healing. Because that's who I am, and that's how I deal with family. And with family members that I no longer can tolerate, and they know who they are. Even they know that I love them. And if they ever needed me, they could always call. Always. Because that's who I am. And that's how I feel about family. And I have always felt that way about family. There are some men that I have dealt with who could tell you, when I'm done with you, that don't mean I'm done with your family. Okay? Me and your sisters may still be cool. It ain't got nothing to do with you, boo. Me and those children, your children or your family's children that I've been around, my children been around, that's still family. It ain't got nothing to do with me and you and what our relationship is or isn't. And that's been me from day one. That's what I've taught my own children. So, do you, boo. Do you. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. I just don't have to be a part of your madness. That's simple. Okay, keep it moving. You are wise and grounded enough within yourself not to lose yourself in a group, and instead to help a group become a community of honoring individuals. Your leadership by example is important, as groups can sometimes descend to the lowest energetic vibration if the members fall into their egos rather than staying in their hearts. And that's what the human family has done. That's what the human race as a group of beings has done. We have descended back down to our most basic animalistic tendencies, which means we have descended from the spiritual selves. Okay? We have to ascend now. We have to go back up. Alright? We've got to raise our vibration. We've got to remember what family is. And it's so hard to do it in this low vibrations. Oh my God. It's like walking in, it's like dancing, break dancing in quicksand. Imagine doing break dancing in quicksand, okay? See how my imagination, I told y'all my imagination. But like I said, think about break dancing in quicksand, okay? Yet if the members can stay in their hearts, the group can lift each other up. We can ascend together, baby. Rather than pull each other down like crabs in a freaking barrel. The oracle of the divine sisterhood is based on the love between the goddesses of ancient Egypt, Hathor, Isis, Bastet, Sekhmet, and more. So, beloveds, if you want to know truly what a divine sisterhood is, go and fill yourself with some knowledge of who and how and what a sister is. Okay? Isis, Nephthys, Osiris, and Oset were all in the womb together. All of them were in the womb together, okay? I want you to understand that. And then I want you to look at the story, the real story. And I want you to break it down into human understanding of what family is. Okay? I want you to understand that Isis and Osiris clung to each other in the wombs, face to face. They clung to each other. Nephthys and Set were there, but they weren't clinging to each other, and they weren't clinging to Isis and Oset. Isis and Osiris. I want you to understand what that jealousy meant, where it came from. It came from the womb. It does not just happen. The jealousy was there. Aset knew that Nephthys had slept with Osiris and had a baby called Anubis. She hadn't even given Osiris, her lover, the one she was in the womb with, all cuddled up with, hadn't even given him a child. But her sister did. Family. Family back then, married family. We don't do that now because our blood isn't as pure as theirs was. Okay? The earth, the oxygen, and everything is not as it was then. Now you do that, and it's inbreeding, and we know what happens with that, and that's why we got this system in the first place. Okay? All these forced, arranged marriages with these children, that's why the flood came about, so to speak. Because humanity had reverted to basically almost where we're headed to right now. Beloved, cycles and seasons. Let me hurry up. I'm sorry. Okay. The oracle of the divine sisterhood is based on the love between the goddesses of ancient Egypt, Hathor, Isis, Bastet, Sekhmet, and more. They are often pictured with similar symbols and headdresses and share some iconography, that helps us realize that although they are divine individual beings, they are connected as unique expressions of something greater. So Isis don't get mad when Sekhmet or Nephthys put on that vulture headdress or wears the horns of Hathor. They don't get down like that, because they realize that each are an aspect. Okay? It's not mine. My horns. No. The horns are for all of us. It is a symbol. It's for all of us. And the one that wears it amongst us priestesses and high priestesses, she is the one that the Great Mother has chosen to wear it. And you honor that. You don't, I'm better than her. What? Family does not do that. Okay? And if it does, then there's something wrong. And you have to correct it. With love, with unconditional love. Okay, moving on. If you accept all of this but still cannot find your spiritual home here and have been wondering where your community is, you are not alone. They are looking for you too. Say yes to opportunities to meet like-minded people and let Isis guide you through circumstances, opportunities, and spontaneous moments as you and your beloved sisters and brothers find each other again. Find each other together for group benefit. This is also guidance that you are moving into empowerment of your own divine feminine. Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes. I share. Oh. Amen. Okay. I lost my place doing all of that. Quit laughing at me. Okay. They are looking for you to say yes to opportunities to meet like-minded people and let Isis guide you through circumstances, opportunities, and spontaneous moments as you and your beloved sisters and brothers find each other together for group benefit. This is also guidance that you are moving into empowerment of your own divine feminine and are capable of helping others into theirs. The role of the divine sisterhood is about empowering all. Empowering all. Since there has been a mother with wisdom, it's always been about empowering all. It's never been just about me. Me. It's been about I. A dear sister asked me, why do you use the word EYE when I write I? And I told her that a very short version is that the letter I is very individual. It is about itself. The word I, EYE, is the all-seeing, the all-inclusive, the all-knowing, the all-wisdom. And it is the empathic I. And that is why I use the word EYE when I write and I use the word I. Okay. Don't know why that came up, but sisterhood. There we go. Alright. Let's see. The role of the divine sisterhood is about empowering all, not one above the other, growing in wisdom through listening and sharing, through allowing for the uniqueness of all beings and encouraging all to grow from a win-win perspective. If you are in a community but are finding that the group ego is becoming more powerful than the group soul and the energy of the community is pulling you down rather than lifting you up, then this oracle says to trust in the divine feminine to lead you onwards. Give your best and most beautiful expression and effort. But if this community is not of a vibration that can work for you, then move on. Without judgment or fear, just move on and trust that with the law of magnetism, you will attract yourself into a community that has the best vibration for you. If you have found that you have guidance to build community yourself and are feeling a little bit overwhelmed at the thoughts, stay calm and stay in your heart. I'm trying. Allow yourself to collaborate with others and work in smaller groups in connection with each other as a way to build community together. It will happen naturally. The divine sisterhood will guide you if you ask for this assistance with unconditional love. And this is the prayer of divine sisterhood. Beloved Isis, please help me find my beloved brothers and sisters of unconditional love on the inner planes and in this world of forms. Guide me to healthy community that helps me grow with unconditional love, where I can find my rightful place and be my true inner self. Thank you. May I have the courage, wisdom, and openness of heart to trust your guidance and act on it of my own free will. So be it. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Aho and amen. All right. That was that card. Pillar of Light, Descent of the Star of Isis. Descent of the Star of Isis. There we go. There are many images here, beloved, and if I hadn't taken so doggone long, I probably would have went into some details with just the cards, but I'm just going to read Pillar of Light. $117. Here we go. Descent of the Star of Isis. Beings of light and divinity are calling you now. They wish to connect with you more strongly, and you are being guided to strengthen your energy field to allow more of the divine light that seeks you to flow through your body safely and into expression. And beloveds, you have to do this safely. You cannot open yourself to things and to people that have their own agenda outside of the light. Okay, and there are a lot of pretenders. There are a lot of pretenders. Listen to what they say and look at what they do. And look at those around them. And then make judgment. Ask your guides and your spirits to speak to you on them. Okay? That's not gossiping or blah, blah, blah. That's what you need to do in order to observe. Okay? Here we go. Beloved initiate, you are called to allow more divine energy and light to emanate from your body, to help build your light body so that the love and healing of the cosmic feminine energies of the Star of Isis can descend through you. So as you are rising, that Star of Isis can descend through you. Okay, you're meeting it, but you got to be at a certain vibration. You got to be at a certain point before she will meet you. Okay? All right. To help build your light body so that the love and healing of the cosmic feminine energies of the Star of Isis can descend through you, offering healing light and assistance to humanity, and setting your own heart and soul on fire with divine love and passion. It is suggested that you first build and strengthen your natural pillar of light within your energy body, like building a broadband cable so that you can receive energy transmissions into your being more easily. It took me 20 years. Don't have to take you that long. The time is different now. Beloveds, things are a lot more available to you right now to download, for you to receive, if you clear your mind of all this stuff. Distractions. It is suggested that you first build and strengthen your natural pillar of light within your energy body, like building a broadband cable so that you can receive energy transmissions into your being more easily without such preparation. It would be like trying to run high voltage electricity through wires that were not equipped to handle it. Some fire and damage would occur, and that practice would not be safe or sensible. Excuse me. The pillar of light is the energy tube of pure white light that connects the soul star chakra above your head and the earth star chakra beneath your feet. The star of Isis will descend from above your soul star chakra, pouring into grace, light, and healing power until it eventually flows like a river into the earth, your earth star chakra, blessing the earth through your body. So do you understand why we're here, beloveds? We are energy conductors to also nourish the earth. Are we doing that? Or are we so polluted that we can't receive the downloads that need to go to the earth? And that's what all this chaos is about, the ascending and the descending. Chaos, you know. We have to bring everything into alignment. Okay. The star of Isis, also known as, and if you know anything about me, y'all know I have been posting like crazy lately about Sirius, the star Sirius. And the other day it was Orion. So, beloveds, I hope you're paying attention. Seasons and cycles and symbols and archetypes are powerful messengers of things that are coming. Okay, so you can't say you didn't know. Let adversity teach you. The star of Isis, also known as Sirius, rests in a state of bliss, joy, and has a soul presence of heart, great strength, and stunning spiritual light. This is the consciousness seeking to manifest more fully in service through you now, beloved initiate. You are becoming more and more ready to sustain such high vibrations. If you pull the oracle of the Lady of the Stars as well, then you have courage to start this practice on a daily basis as soon as possible. There are higher frequencies waiting to connect more consciously with you for spiritual enlightenment, healing, and guidance, but you will need to prepare your energy field for the connection so that energy can flow without undue stress or strain on your body. And that's what I'm doing now, beloveds. I'm doing the detoxing. I'm watching what I'm putting into my body. I'm taking a more active role in being present and not just all over the place, you know. So it's about intent. The intent to be healthy, the intent to be aligned, the intent to be present, the intent to be focused, the intent to receive and know myself as a receiver. Okay. If you, I already read that. Once you start this practice, you will get a sense of how often feels right for you. If you do it too often, perhaps more than once a day, you may feel lightheaded or ungrounded, too hot or cranky, hormonal or overheated inside, out of balance emotionally, and just not enjoying your practice. Moderation will lead you more quickly into success. So, beloveds, don't try to all do this what is taking you a lifetime to get to. Don't think it's going to be snap done over in a minute. Like I said, it took me 20 years to get here. Okay, and I consider myself pretty intelligent. But it has still taken me 20 years to get here. Again, though, it doesn't have to take you that long. Okay? Okay, just do the work. Just do the work. Do it. It's worth it. You're worth it. Okay? If you need to cry, cry. Cry. If you need to cry in public, wherever it hits you, let it hit you and just flow with it. Let it flow through you. Give in. Surrender to it. Don't try to hold it back. Don't try to be, I can't cry. I don't cry. I used to be like that. I don't cry. I'll cry my ass off in a heartbeat now. Okay. You will also find that, like a better internet connection, as you continue with the practice, your ability to be in conscious communication with your spiritual guidance, to channel healing and other spiritual activities, such as meditation, will be stronger, clearer, easier, and more powerful. Yes, beloveds, that is the truth. That is the truth. The more practice, like anything else, you have to use this, okay? You have to put it in play every day in your life. This is not Bewitched, where you could just do whatever she did, okay? You've got to practice. You've got to focus. You've got to mean it. If you're going to be yourself and you want to be your highest self, then you have to put that in practice every day. And every time something low and vibrating comes to you, I ain't got time. I don't have time. Sorry. You know, I'm focusing in on me right now, and your drama is distracting me. I can't come and comfort you, you know, and still be where I'm at. I can't do it. I don't have that to give right now. And you have to be okay with saying that and knowing that and being that way, beloveds. You really have to be okay and not worry about what somebody is going to think, you know. Not worrying about what somebody else is going to feel. It's not about them. And that's the lesson of life. Life is about you. You are part of the collective. But if you don't know who you are, how can you even identify a collective? How can you identify your community if you don't have the first inkling of who you are? How to control your own fears, what your fears are, what your insecurities are, what your weaknesses are, what your flaws are, what your beauty is, what your strength is, how much love you have to give and to receive. It's about knowing you. Okay. It is recommended that you attempt this practice no more than once a day and for several minutes at a time, building up to however long feels right for you. As you grow, you will feel the light descending and the energy ascending more and more strongly in your physical body. At first, you may feel energy or you may not, and that is fine. The exercise will work, and your awareness of it at a conscious level will grow with practice. You think Michael Jackson became Michael Jackson, jumped up and said, I'm going to be Michael Jackson. Bang! No, baby, that man practiced. Do you know how much he practiced dancing? How much did Michael Jordan practice basketball? How much you gonna practice being you? You will also find that like a better internet connection, as you continue with the practice, your ability to be in conscious communication with your spiritual guidance to channel healing and other spiritual activities such as meditation will be stronger, clearer, easier, and more powerful. Remember to have mercy if you are then using these abilities with others. They may not be used to the degree of electricity that is coming through you, and you want to facilitate good, not cause harm to a person you are helping. Stay in your heart. Don't be attached to being powerful, and allow the Lady Isis to manage the power that flows from you to another by asking her help in unconditional love. And see, this is the step that a lot of sisters and brothers lose themselves in. They begin to think that everything, the power, the energy is coming, that they're controlling it, that they're the ones that control it. You are a conductor. You not the train. You not the engine on the train. You the conductor. Okay? Understand that. Big difference. Beloveds, stay humble. Stay humble. The glory goes to Mama. You, if you can follow that glory, then you are honorable. And you have my respect. But if you are so into you that you think you are the one doing this, or that you go behind the natural laws and use unnatural things, beings, and energy for your wealth, it's boomerang. It's going to come back on you. It's going to come back on you. And more so quicker than now than ever before. So, beloveds, go about things in the right manner. Okay? For the right intentions and reasons. Because it's all about intentions and reasons. Okay, let me get to the incantation for this one is pillar of light burning bright, earth star below, soul star above, burn away all that is not light. Transfer all unconditional love. Star of Isis, descend your blessing and peace without end. Grace me now with peace and protection, completely embraced by divine perfection. By divine perfection. That means you have to practice, beloveds. If you want divine perfection, you got to practice your divinity. Simple as that. No big mystery. Don't cost you nothing. It's in you. It's not outside of you. It's not something you have to find. It's something you have to allow. It's something you have to surrender to. It's something you have to devote yourself to. Something you have to choose. It's something you have to want. It's something you have to need. Okay, let's look at, oh goodness, we got 2 more cards. Talisman of Potency. Charging sacred objects of power. Okay, this is very powerful because, beloveds, this is what the ancestors did. Regardless of what something is, they would take it, something from the earth, and they would charge it. They would charge it. Okay? There are many other things, natural things and unnatural things, that you can put your intent and your spirit energy into, because everything has its own energy. Everything is like that. Let me just read what this says, okay? Before I get myself into trouble, because some things may be over others' heads, and I don't want people to get into things that they are not ready for just yet. So I don't just speak on things lightly like that, because I know the consequences. It's not nice. Not nice at all. 170. That's an 8 for those that are into numbers. 170. There we go. Okay. Talisman of potency. Charging sacred objects of power. Sacred tools and objects can become an extension of your energy. Whoa, okay. Sacred tools and objects can become an extension of your energy field, focusing your power and attention, helping you heal the split between spirit and matter, and learning to bring physical matter more deeply into light and life. You are encouraged to work with sacred materials in a conscious way to help your own healing and enjoyment of the material world as part of your own spiritual practice. Your love for the physical world of matter is a gift to the earth too. And beloveds, that means that I collect stones. Those that call to me, and those that say, "Oh, you can take me," I'll take them. There are certain other things that call to me, shells, and sometimes flowers will call to me as well. These things are already imbued with a spiritual nature, a spiritual voice, a spiritual energy that they want to convey to you, or a protection that they want to provide, or a service of even drawing something out of you that is negative, that you don't even know about. This is what I want you to understand about talismans and different things. This is a feather. Understand this is a talisman. And understand, in order to understand the powers of this talisman, of this feather, you would have to understand what the feather symbolizes. You would have to understand what the metal that this is symbolizes, and what the alchemy of all of it together means. Okay? And that is how you fortify yourself. That is how you draw energy to yourself. That is also how you protect yourself and your space. Okay? You are guided to cleanse and charge sacred objects to empower your energy field and accomplish your spiritual mission now. These objects may be a wand, a chalice, a sword, a bowl, or even a special tile with an image that you love, a statue, cloth with a beautiful design, a natural crystal, or a black mirror, or a rock, shell, or feather you found waiting for you whilst out in nature one day. If finding a gift in nature, it is wise to ask the spirit of the earth if the item in question is intended for your healing work, and if you feel it is, then of course receive it with gratitude. If not, bless it and move on. Not everything is for you. Even though it may call to you, it may not be in your highest interest to pick it up and take it with you. And you need to learn the difference between the two. It is not a mental call at all. It is a spiritual one. That's why you were just told to what? Practice your spiritual nature, your divine spiritual self. Okay. This oracle is seeking to draw your awareness to your special ability to work with material objects to awaken spiritual light within them. The material world is filled with light, and our loving attention can help awaken that light within, from within form. In the same way that someone seeing the best in you, knowing that you are truly capable of help, you reach your dreams and become that self more fully. So too can holding an awareness that just like our bodies, the material world holds its own light and benefits from love, attention, and care. Are we giving? How much love are we giving? Whew. How much love are we giving to this physical world? And I don't mean the Matrix. I mean this physical world, the reality. We're so busy trying to be everybody else that we're not. Who are we taking care of? For what? What somebody else is going to think? What they're going to say? What they're going to feel? Mm-hmm. Talismans. Wait a minute. Got too far. Okay, back to it and let me shut up. This is the loving art of integrating spirit into matter, and it is part of your spiritual potency and healing gift to be able to love the physical world as an element of your spiritual journey. Objects become talismans when they are cleansed, dedicated, and charged with sacred intent. This is consecration, or the rendering of something into sacredness. Beloveds, this is very powerful. If you know anything about ritual, if you know anything about what some call magic, you know about consecration. Consecration is making something sacred, or the rendering of something into sacredness. Talismans are a way to enjoy a spiritual relationship with the material world. It is not a matter of not being able to work without them, but more of enjoyment and beauty of working with the material world in a spiritual way. So that's why you see a lot of light workers with the crystals, with the tarot, with divination of many different types, runes and pendulums and reading tea leaves and cowrie shells and dominoes and all kinds of things, beloveds. Okay. If you have been considering working with crystals for healing, or tarot cards, or physical tools for spiritual growth, you are encouraged to do so by the Oracle of Talisman of Potency. They will help you grow and empower you. If you have an object in your space that you have been thinking of cleansing, perhaps a crystal or piece of jewelry, this oracle encourages you to do so using breath, salt, moonlight, or sound, as you so choose. Remember that objects in the material world hold vibrations too. Cleansing with love and intention to dissipate negative energy is a way to care for the material world, helping awaken the light within. If you have been considering building sacred jewelry or purchasing a crystal or another healing tool, you are encouraged to do so and to learn to work with it. The Oracle of Talisman of Potency supports you in honoring the physical world and its beauty in your life in this way. And this is the incantation. Sacred object from the earth, you are cleansed now from negativity. You are clear and pure light of eternity. Sacred talisman now become. You are charged with light of perfection. You are blessed with divine intention. Sacred talisman, I honor your power. Excuse me. I honor your power. This is your task for every hour. And repeat your intention here. Through my free will, with gratitude in my heart, so full, so be it. There's one more card, beloveds, but before I get there, I have got to drink some water. Okay. The last card, beloveds, is the Chariot of Ascension. Spiritual work of the higher initiate. Oh, my little dirty fingernails. They're not dirty because I've been digging in the dirt for makeup. Okay, can you see that, beloveds? I love that Merkaba. A Chariot of Ascension. Okay, and I've been dealing with the Star of David lately too. That's kind of in there. I also see a face, like an African face mask. I see triangles, one down, one up, one in the middle. And how many triangles do you see? Can you count them all? Okay, let's see. That is the Ascension Chariot of Ascension, 33. Page 33, which is a 6. Okay, here we go. And this is the last one, and this will be the end of the video. And I'm not going to apologize for the length, because it is what it is, beloveds. And just pause it and come back to it and take as long as you need with it, I guess. Here it is. But you know, if your soul needs the nourishment, beloveds, what is time? Chariot of Ascension, Merkaba, spirit work of the higher initiate. Your soul wishes to travel more freely between the dimension of higher reality. This is to allow for conscious spirit communication, the free flow of soul light into the physical body, and the joining in divine harmony of heaven and earth. It requires a powerful consciousness to do this. The Merkaba, Chariot of Ascension, and Soul Fire is the spiritual gift to attain their divine purposes now, available to you as a high initiate. And beloveds, I'm sure many of you have heard that so-called saying that the last world will end in fire, or that this earth will end in fire. It's a spiritual fire, beloveds. It is the fire of the ascension, actually. It's the fire of the spirit within you. Okay. There are times when the soul becomes ambitious and wishes to live its entire light in conscious oneness with all expressions of its being, including the physical body. Yes, yes, yes. It may wish to do so simply because it is the nature of all beings to eventually release themselves as divine, or because it needs specific new skills to be available to the human expression in the physical body so it can continue with its divine purpose. Those skills might be channeling divine energy or consciousness for healing, traveling easily between the worlds for conscious spirit communication, gaining greater artistic or creative ability because it feels wonderful to create, or any number of other purposes. This oracle brings you guidance that a special spiritual practice has come or is soon coming to your attention that will help your soul reach you more fully. It will be an advanced practice, and it will serve you well at this time in your journey. To reach the higher levels capacity, and spiritual responsibility that are available to you as a high initiate. Peace to you, beloved. Your spiritual work on this planet is greatly supported. The Chariot of Ascension Oracle also offers you a particular sacred teaching from the High Priestess of High Initiates, Lady Isis. This is the practice of the Merkaba, soul vehicle or chariot of ascension. I don't make this stuff up, y'all. This vehicle is an energetic structure of sacred geometry that strengthens and protects you, allowing for your consciousness to travel instantaneously and freely through dimensions and realities without compromising your vibration or damaging your energy bodies. Very powerful, beloveds. And that's why I say, leave this to those who are at a higher vibratory state, who have put in the practice. Don't take your little self out into these other realms and dimensions and you have no clue as to who you are. Okay? Or have your guides that you can contact and get back. In a blink of an eye, you can lose your mind. Do you hear what I say? When I say I came through a broken vessel, understand what I'm saying. This world has taken many people apart. Okay? You cannot just be willy-nilly all over the place with no thoughts, no intent, no clear purpose. If you don't have that, where you going? What you doing? What's your point? You're doing it just so you can see if you can do it. Why? Where is that coming from? What is the end result that you're hoping to have? Ask yourself these questions. Ask if it is in your highest interest. Beloveds, just don't allow people and things and situations to overwhelm you to the point of you really not knowing what you're doing. Even you're just swept away. You better ground yourself. You better hold on to what you know, because just like this is saying, everything is saying, the time is here now. Okay? Playtime is done. This dimension is dead and dying. This system is dead and dying. What you're seeing is the death of it. Okay? What you're experiencing in your feelings and all of this is the death of it. Let it pass. Don't mourn for nothing in it. Don't long for nothing of it. The wealth of it, the bling of it, the shine of it. Don't long for none of that of it. Long for family. Focus on raising yourself and your vibration and that of your brothers and sisters by being a living example of your best self, your highest self, your sovereign, divine, sovereign self. Okay. Merkaba is a vehicle of great strength and power, and is best used with the heart dedicated in unconditional love and service. It can be used to travel on the inner planes, to stars and temples for higher guidance in an instant, as well as to connect with other souls on this inner planes. Wait a minute. Let me make sure I got that right, beloveds. This is powerful, so I want to have it right. Merkaba, Merkaba, and those are three syllables. Merka and Ba. The ka and the ba. And the mer. Okay. Merkaba is a vehicle of great strength and power and is best used with a heart dedicated in unconditional love and service. It can be used to travel in the inner planes to stars and temples for higher guidance in an instant, as well as to connect with other souls on the inner planes at various levels of evolution. It is recommended that such a practice only be used with permission granted from the soul in question and from a place of love and intention to be of healing service, not for monetary, not for selfish, in service of, in the healing service of. Merkaba allows you to travel without the usual restraints upon your energy field, kind of like Reiki. But like a powerful practice, there is a wise caution. You will travel and experience what is in your heart. Keep your heart open and clear, and do not use Merkaba if you are feeling uncentered, ungrounded, disconnected, or angry. It is a technique to use when you are feeling peaceful and aligned within yourself. At such times, great growth in consciousness is possible for you using Merkaba. So, what is your reason for even attempting and practicing? Greater growth in your consciousness. Okay. The Oracle of the Chariot of Ascension is a gift of high-level spiritual training. Your wisdom in using what you have learned helps you make the most of this sacred gift. This oracle is as much about receiving the training as it is about knowing when to apply it and when to have restraint. The Oracle of the Chariot of Ascension is also confirmation that you are growing spiritually and becoming ready for greater tasks and spiritual responsibilities. If you have been considering taking a step to engage in teaching or healing, in studying or practicing at a higher level, whether spiritually or in your chosen field or profession, you are encouraged to follow your heart and your destiny and be bold. Say yes to yourself. Yes to myself. The Chariot of Ascension speaks of rising destinies and success. Incantation. You say this incantation of the Merkaba. You can say this incantation to gain strong spiritual connection and protection at any time. Lady Isis and Serapis Bey, shining bright. And if you don't know those names, look them up. Google it. Google it, Google it, Google it. My grands will tell you that's my favorite word to them. Especially my granddaughter Valerie. Nana, blah, blah, blah. Google it. Nana, Google it. Google it. Lady Isis and Serapis Bey, shining bright, support my Merkaba, build my body of light. I am in your protection now, and from harm I am free. Align me now with my inner divinity. Throw my own will as being of light. I now allow my Merkaba to alight, arising from below and descending from above. Penetrate darkness too with divine light and love. Merkaba protection, body and spirit as one. Fragmentation and disconnection are now forever undone. Love it. Ashe. Oh, amen. And beloveds, that is this video, and I'm done. And I'm not going to spend another second saying anything. So, namaste.